with somebody and he's talking about it, and this video came out. I don't know where it came from, but it basically explained that we're gonna try to take out all these certain countries, and we've done regime changes on a bunch of those countries that were on that list, and Iran is one of them. And I don't think that we're gonna get there on that one. We're just gonna get embarrassed. Iran has been there for 2,700 years of modern history, let alone whatever existed before that. What they teach us in public schools is the fucking truth. What the truth is, I don't claim to know it. I believe some stuff, but that's my opinion. You know, I won't say I know. If you start paying attention to that tidbit, if I say I know something, I fucking know it. I've been watching a long fucking time. It's just really interesting to me, and I wanted to know what you guys got on your mainstream. On your guys' mainstream in Canada, it says we're fucking shit up over there, right?
I don't really know. I don't, like I said, I don't really watch mainstream news.
Right,
So
but you kind of just like maybe hear what they're saying through alternative media?
I don't know if that's even overly true, I guess. I don't know.
So you think your alternative media is saying that we're winning?
And I watch a lot of Canadians watch American news. We watch CNN, we watch Fox. We don't
Right,
like
right.
yes, we watch CBC and stuff like that, but a lot of our a lot of our um
American
media,
content.
yeah, media content is American, right?
Right,
Or
right.
international. And
Makes
then
yeah,
ours, right? On top of it, I guess.
right. Probably mostly local news for your like
Well, no,
mainstream
well, yeah, there is, of course, but
uh,
but
touches
it's
on
but
world
there's the
things.
CBC of Canada, like Canada
Right,
Broadcasting
right.
Company, right?
The corporation,
It's the
got it.
CBC, yeah.
Yeah.
So there is that, and they do national shows every single day. Two or three of them every day, morning, noon, and evening, right? So they're just like a CNN or whatever. If you watch the CBC, you can find out for yourself what Canada is saying about the war. But I thought it was funny that you know uh, Trump did campaign on no wars and ending silly
Yep.
wars and saving money
Well,
and blah blah blah.
but
And here he
but
is
we didn't
attacking like
start it.
the most fearful fucking enemy to the United States that there kind of is. Because,
But
like you
we
said,
didn't
they're
do it
not going to give
though.
up.
We didn't
They're going
start
to
it.
give you guys terror. They're going to start blowing up fucking like a football game with 100,000 people in it. That might happen because of this war, right? Where you
Yeah.
got some
Uh,
some
it,
some Iranian jihadist that's going to go into a football stadium and blow it the fuck up with 100,000 kids in it. You know what I mean? And that
you
very well
know,
could happen. You know.
this like I when I like consider, because I like I said, I won't say I know things, but
And
I'll
wait,
consider it.
and
I'm
the
like,
reason being that will happen over like because Iran can't fly jets over the United States and blow shit up. It's just not gonna like Canada and the United States are very difficult to attack, right? But
yeah.
and so what they'll do is use terror instead, right? So brace yourself for the day that happens. You know,
I don't know. Here's what I was thinking. Like, okay, so when I consider something, like, I don't necessarily believe it's true, but I find it interesting and I want to know more about this idea that things are a certain way. And I'll delve into it objectively. Does that make sense? Like, I'll keep myself removed, but I'll be like, okay, I'm listening. Tell me more. What are you trying to say, right?
yeah.
So I'll dig into these things individually. So saying that we're winning and we're doing this and that, you dig into it. There's not much to find out. We're smashing them. We're pulverizing them. Oh, we're doing great. oh, we lost a couple guys, but hey, they're decimated. They're this and they're that. They're never going to be the same. It's going to be 30, 40 years until they rebuild their military, blah, 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 blah. All this smoke and mirrors. But there's no, like, in depth. Like, how come you're not showing us satellites, uh, 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 imagery of these places that they're saying that they're fucking hitting them, right? Libya is saying though, like we are hitting Tel Aviv and we're gonna keep hitting Tel Aviv. They're gonna smash Israel. They're gonna smash Israel to pieces, right? So when I saw this on, I was watching Ian Carroll earlier, and it blindsided me because everything I had seen thus far told me that we were smashing them, like Hulk smash that ass. That's what I've been seeing on everything. But I clicked into some odd threads today, and I ended up on this live stream of Ian Carroll's. He does the Cancel This company. No,
It doesn't ring a bell.
he like pokes fun at censorship and intentionally does things that would get him censored.
What's his
And
setup look
for
like? Like, what does it look like?
it's too professional to be not So that being said, I think a lot of these guys like Redacted and what's that bald guy with the pug face, ex-military guy with chairs facing each other talking to a guy. He's got guns on his back. There's these mainstream guys almost, but they're mainstream guys. And they got these nice setups, right?
Well, there's
And
Donut. There's Donut.
I'm yeah, donut operator. I don't know.
And then there's the guy that's like
He's
the
probably
the
one of the legit ones.
let me the something plumber or whatever. He's a little plump dude, but he kind of reminds. I don't know. He does some commentary on all kinds of stupid shit. Like, but
Yeah.
they're kind of, I don't know.
I don't know if I
Anyways.
believe those guys. They're. I don't know, right? Uh, they're just bringing people in, and everybody's spilling their spill. Ah, there's a lot of contradiction between parties, and when you see that, I think that what you can be assured of is that they're probably both lying. Both sides are lying. The truth of it is, I think we're in like a spiritual war type shit, good versus evil, and you don't know who's who anymore, right? Getting tied up with Israel, I think getting untied from Israel might be one of the major ambitions of the military outside of the corporate structured United States of America, right? The United States is a corporation. Canada likely has some equivalent, right? It's a corporate layer over your if it is this thing, right, two-party battle like freedom versus not good versus evil type shit, right? Then that would change there's a lot of anti-Israel uh, stuff like proliferated in the United States right now. But on the surface, like they're having states that are it's becoming illegal to speak against them, right? Stuff like that. Legal stuff
Yeah,
coming through
in
the
Canada, we got this Bill C9 that's getting like chopping on people's right to speech, right?
right. So they're only able to do this and pass these laws because we're identifying ourselves, and this does, I'm sorry, I know you don't believe it, but this goes back into we're identifying ourselves with their documents, their creations. When you look into what citizenship actually is in the paperwork for what a citizen is, you're basically a ward of the state. You're a federal employee type shit is what it boils down to. You're a created entity, not your body, but what you're using to identify yourself with. All those documents are created by the state, or for you a province or something like that, right? Some local municipality creates your birth certificate and your ID and your licenses and your gives you permission to do this and that and another thing. They've created all these different ways for you to establish yourself in their jurisdiction with their entities, things they created. The whole system they created is governed by them by law. But statutes, like here we have statutes and codes, and that's what we call our laws, supposedly. But
Yeah.
in corporate law, that's what they use for their internal structure. In corporate law, when you go and you actually study corporate law, all of the bylaws of running a corporation, those are codes and statutes. And it's awfully ironic that the quote-unquote laws that are governing us right now are all codes and statutes. But there's also a whole nother layer of federal law that exists without that. And that's the Republic. We have the Pledge of Allegiance over here, right? And it says right in it, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Of means America created the United States, right? I don't think that's true. I think it's a crown, you know, Great Britain, whatever, whoever, you know, London. Call it London, the center of banking, right? They bailed us out when the government went. I think it all boils down to Freemasons versus Illuminati, good versus evil, and maybe what we did here was set Israel up for the okie doke. You know what I mean? Like, go get him, Tiger. We got your back. Type shit.
Yeah.
Send them in there. Get them all riled up like, yeah, you got the entire United States military at your back. You're untouchable. Nobody's going to mess with you. Look at all these bases we have around the Middle East. Don't worry about it. Just act with impunity is what we encourage them to do without saying so, right? And then they went and they bit the hand that literally fucking feeds them. I mean, the whole, like, 20% of the world's supply of oil comes through that waterway.
That didn't work, muchacho.
Period. Guess whose 20% that is? A lot of that goes to expect gas to quadruple in the near future. It is not going to cool off in a couple weeks. It's going to get bad. Talking 10, 15, $20 a gallon